Hello everyone and welcome back to That Engineering Girl. Today I thought we'd film outside because it is an absolutely lovely day. So we're outside. I have a great view of some greenery, of the sun. So let's vibe together. Anywho, in this video I wanted to talk about getting outside of my comfort zone and watching my first K-drama. So for those of you who are new, my name is Ruha and I am a fourth year electrical / software engineering student. I just finished my third year and I'm currently doing my 16th month internship as an embedded software developer. And here I kind of record my journey in engineering my life. And so today I want to talk about getting outside of my comfort zone by watching my first K-drama. Now, you guys don't know this yet, but I am culture obsessed. Like, I'm literally obsessed with different languages, different cultures, just, mixing it all up with a bunch of diverse things. So that's something that I'm really passionate about. But for some reason, I've never ventured into the Korean side of things, and I know K-dramas are super popular. And so, those 2 weeks between the end of the winter semester and the start of my internship, I thought, hey, why don't we try one out? So I found one that looked promising, and let's just say I fell in love, absolutely fell in love. I did not have any, I literally have no bad things to say about this show. And that's what we're going to get into today. I don't know if this is going to be very long, very short, but I really wanted to record my thoughts on this show because it touched my soul. Like, seriously. It touched my soul. So you might be wondering, which show are you talking about, Ruha? Well, I'm talking about the show It's Okay to Not Be Okay. And this show, like, oh my god, it's just so fabulous because most importantly, first and foremost, the show is about mental health and growing and learning and just letting go of what's holding you back. And there was just so many good things about this, but why I loved it so much is because of the female lead. Now, honestly, I can't remember her name perfectly at the top of my head. I think it was Manyoung Baby, but the female lead was she was perfect, like seriously perfect. She was so poised and powerful. Like, I vibed with her so much. I just felt so connected to her character and I understood it so deeply that it touched my soul. Her journey touched my soul. She was hilarious, she was confident, she didn't care what other people thought. She had, I think, a social disorder, something along the lines of that, and she wasn't very socially inclined, like following those social constructs we're always embedding into our children. She kind of just said, well, I don't really care about that. And I absolutely loved it, how she just did her thing. And especially the library scene where she stands up for the autistic character in this film, in this show, where she stands up for the autistic character. Like, favorite scene, like literally my favorite scene. She was just such a fabulous character. And on top of that, I just loved how she was an author. I'm a complete bookworm. I read like crazy, so the fact that she was an author just helped connect with me even more, like seriously even more, because she was just all around fabulous. Okay, I love this show probably like 70 to 80% because of her. Now, the second thing that I absolutely loved about the show is the whole storytelling system kind of feature that was embedded into the show. Now, what I mean by this is that the female lead is an author. More importantly, she's a children's book author. So she writes stories for children, but they're not your typical children books. They're books with like meaning, right? With like a hidden moral that just touches your soul. It's like all of them. I loved all of the stories that were told in the show. that, you know, supposedly this author, this female lead wrote, and they just they touch your soul. Seriously, like they touch your soul. Oh my god, I loved the entire idea of telling her stories throughout the show and actually having art related to it. Like, it was animated, those sections were animated, and it was just so well done, and the stories were so powerful. So I just absolutely love that. Now, the third thing that I loved about this, and I've already briefly mentioned it, is the theme. The theme was just so powerful, and the main focus of the show was mental health. So the journey that these characters go through, when you finish the show, you feel like that they're onto something. You feel like they're gonna be okay. It's not a happy ending, like in the typical sense where everything is okay and, you know, they're perfect, everything's fixed and all that jazz, but at the end you know that they're gonna be okay and that they've grown so much from when you first met them, but they're still them. And it was just such an amazing journey to be on with them and see them conquer their ghosts and what's holding them back. It was just such an incredible journey to be on with them. I'm not a big show person, but this show just took my soul. Honestly, it took my soul. Now, I haven't talked a lot about the other characters, and that's because I didn't necessarily like connect with them. I still loved them, I still loved their journey, but they weren't the show stealing character that the female lead was for me. Like, her character just took everything. Like, it was literally everything. I loved her character, and like the cinematography, everything, it was just so well filmed. And on top of that, I learned so much about the culture, about the language. I just loved getting into their world and seeing, you know, snippets of what they eat, how they talk, you know, their like the world they live in, like actually physical locations. That was very neat. So this experiment was a very huge success, and you bet I've watched more K-dramas since then. We can talk about that another time, but I absolutely love this show, and I rate this as life-changing out of 5, like literally life-changing. So you best believe it's something that I'm gonna recommend that you watch, and it's just, yeah, you just have to watch it, okay? Please watch it. Leave in the comments down below what you think of it. I'd love to hear what you think. Anywho, I'm gonna end this video on that note. I hope you go watch the show because it gave me a lot of ideas, it touched my soul, and I think it's a really worthwhile watching and putting your time into. So with that, I'm gonna end this video, and until next time.